back, guys, to another episode of the Footbas podcast. Today, we are going to talk about the top 10 NBA draft prospects for the 2022 and 2023 NBA draft. And obviously, you guys already know what happened in the draft, but I am filming this on Wednesday night, so I don't know, because obviously the draft is on Thursday. But I'm going to tell you guys, what the mock draft says, and stuff like that. And I might do a video in a couple weeks, saying how my predictions lined up with the actual draft and how it went. But yeah, so let's get right into it, with number 10. So number 10 being a pretty good prospect, not the best, and number 1 being the best draft prospect for the draft. Number 10 is going to be Mark Williams. The mock draft is predicting him to go number 13th to the Charlotte Hornets. Personally, I don't think the Hornets need a big like Williams. They have Mason Plumlee, and they have another big man, I forgot his name, but personally, I think that the Cavs would need him more, which is actually works out pretty well, because the Cavs have the 14th pick in the draft, which I don't think the Hornets are going to go for Mark Williams, and I think the Cavs definitely should pick him up if he doesn't go earlier, or the Hornets pick him up. I don't think he'll go earlier than number 13th, and I don't think he'll go 13th either, so hopefully Cavs will pick him up, because I think that'll be a very good addition to the Cavs lineup if they got a big man like Mark Williams in the lineup. Obviously played for Duke, so a really good, solid big man. Number 9 is going to be Jalen Duren. I don't know how to say his name. Duren, I don't know. Dureen. He is projected to go 9th overall to the San Antonio Spurs, and I think they could definitely use a guard like Jalen. He's so speedy. I mean, he can drive if he wants to, and I think that would be a really good addition to the Spurs. Especially, I think it could definitely complement DeJounte Murray. And I think with those two, they'd be a deadly combination, and that's what the Spurs need, is two solid good players, because DeJounte Murray's pretty good. I think he's a little overrated, but he's still pretty good, and I think with Jalen Duren or whatever, I'm just going to say Duran, I think, though, DeJounte Murray will have more guys, more options to have, and I think that Jalen Duren will free up DeJounte Murray, because guys will be trying to defend Duran, and DeJounte Murray will kind of be an afterthought. Personally, that's what I think. Number 8 is going to be Johnny Davis out of Wisconsin. He is projected to go 10th overall to the Washington Wizards. I think this would be a great addition. I don't think he's really a point guard, but I think he's a really good shooting guard, and I think if he needs to be, he can be a small forward. So I think he's really versatile, and if he needs to be a point guard, he can. I don't think there's much, I think he can really be whatever besides a center or power forward, but I think he can be a small forward. He has enough size and strength to be a small forward. But yeah, I personally think that'd be actually a great fit for the Wizards, and as you guys know, I think that Corey Kispert is going to be really good for the Wizards in the next couple years, and I think two talented young players, I think for the Wizards, Johnny Davis and Corey Kispert, would be a really good combination there. Two bench players. They'll probably, if Johnny Davis got drafted by the Wizards, I think he'd be a starter, but I think Corey Kispert, if he got more playing time, they definitely see his potential, and I think he'd definitely be a starter if it wasn't for him just being on the bench all the time. But I think when they get to play together, or if they get to play together, I think they'll be a really deadly combo, and I would be really excited to see them play together. And hopefully that'll happen for the Wizards' sake, because I think that would be a really good combination. And obviously you got Bradley Beal on that team too, and I think all those players combined would make them a really good team. The Wizards, in like the first 20, 30 games of the season, they were top 5 in the league or in their conference. So I think they could definitely be like that more and more consistently through the season if they got Johnny Davis to kind of complement Beal and Kispert and all those guys. Number 7 is going to be AJ Griffin, so another big man from Duke. He is projected to go 11th to the New York Knicks. And I think this will be a great, I think probably out of all 10 of these, this is the best fit. This is one of the better fits, I think. I think the Knicks, it would just complement Julius Randle so well. I think Julius Randle is really underrated. And I think that AJ Griffin would just make him more underrated. And obviously AJ Griffin would definitely help out. I think he's a good enough three-point shooter to have him either on the wing, sometimes if they really need it, or they can have him down low, which I think they'd definitely have him most of the time. But and also I think with that talent he has and how he was coached so well at Duke, I think it'll definitely roll over to, if he goes to the Knicks or whatever team he goes to, I think it'll definitely roll over to whatever team he goes to. And another thing I'd like to point out, it definitely helped RJ Barrett's play because I saw a lot, especially in the tournament, March Madness. I saw AJ Griffin, if he didn't have a wide open layup or a good layup, he'd definitely kick it back out and find the open man. So I think it'd complement RJ Barrett a lot if the Knicks ended up getting AJ Griffin. Number 6 is going to be Keegan Murray. So this is kind of the first player that is supposed to go soon, but I don't think should go soon. He is supposed to go 5th overall in the draft to the Detroit Pistons. I don't think that Keegan Murray is as good as people say. I'm obviously I think he's good. I mean, if he's going to be in the NBA draft, he's obviously a good player. But I think that he's not. I don't think he's 5th overall talent. I think he's more of an 8th, 9th. Personally, I think AJ Griffin should go higher. I think Johnny Davis should go higher. But you never know. I mean, I didn't watch much of Keegan Murray, but what I did see in him, I wasn't too impressed with. But you never know. Maybe he could just go off, or maybe I just watched the games where he had an off game. I don't know. His stats are good, but the one when I watched him play, I didn't see him perform very well. A little disappointed in that, but I think Keegan Murray could be a really good player if he works on his handles a little bit and if he works on his moving without the ball. His defense is good though. But moving without the ball, main thing, and his dribbling are the main 2 things that he has to work on. But he's still obviously a really good player. Sorry, my mic fell. Number 5, I'm not. Obviously, I don't know. I'm gonna get Ochai Agbaji. That's his name. I've always had trouble. Ochai or something. I don't know. I always have trouble saying his name. Agbaji, I know, is his last name, but Ochai or something. I'm just gonna say Agbaji. He is Kansas, a senior from Kansas. Is supposed to go 14th overall to the Cleveland Cavaliers, and I don't think he deserves to be the last spot in the first round. I think he should definitely be a top 5 pick. I think he should, or maybe not top 5, but definitely top 10. I think that it could be a really good. I think if the Cavs got Agbaji, I think that'd be good for them, but I don't think they will, because I think the coaches are going to figure out that Abaji is good. I mean, I don't know. Today, they'll figure it out. But I think he'd be a really good fit in New York, the Knicks, or maybe the Kings. I think he'd be a good, or the Magic. I don't think the Magic will get him because they're number 1 overall, but I think he's definitely should be top 10, 100%, maybe top 7. And I don't think. Oh, hold on. I got an ESPN alert on my phone. I just said Detroit has traded Jeremy Grant to Portland for 2025 first round pick. Charlotte goes to Jalen Duren, one of the best big man prospects in the draft. CBS Sports. I looked up on the NBA app for this mock draft. I didn't look at CBS Sports or ESPN mock draft, but I thought that said 2022 first round pick, but it said 2025. That's way out there. Maybe if you subscribe, we can make some more podcasts 2025 if you subscribe. Yeah, let's get back to the video. I thought that said 2022, but never mind that. Yeah, that's really all I have to say about Abaji. I think he's better than what his mock draft should be. Number 4 is going to be the Purdue senior Jaden Ivey, supposed to go to the Sacramento Kings, 4th overall. I think personally that I don't think he's top 5 draft material. I think he's a good guard, obviously. I still don't think he has enough experience. Obviously, being a senior, you have some good experience, but not as much as like Banchero, Chet Holmgren, Abaji, AJ Griffin. I don't think they have enough, I don't think he has enough talent to go top 5, maybe top 10. I think top 10 would definitely be a good range for him, but not top 5. I think he'll go top 5, but I don't think he has enough talent to go top 5, but I think he will go top 5, and I think he'll probably go 4th. I think the mock draft is correct for this one, I think, personally, but I don't think he should be top 5. Number 3 is going to be Jabari Smith, out of Auburn, supposed to go to the Orlando Magic, number 1 overall. I don't think he should go number 1 overall. Personally, I think he should be 3rd or 4th overall. 3rd. I think he's better than Jaden Ivey, but I think he should go 3rd overall. I think he should go to the Rockets. I think he's a really good guard. So I think that he has a better opportunity to play good with the Rockets. Because the Magic have way better shooters than the Rockets. They both don't have great shooters, but Magic got Cole Anthony and Jalen Suggs, both really good shooters. And the Rockets only have Jalen Green, who's just an okay shooter. Basically what it comes down to. I think Jabari Smith would be a really good addition for the Rockets. Not really to the Magic, but I think he could be a good addition to the Rockets. He could be a good addition to the Magic, don't get me wrong, but I think a better addition could be to the Rockets or the Thunder. But I think he'll definitely go top 3. Definitely. Number 2 is going to be, again, I don't know how to say this first name. Paolo Banchero. I'm just going to say Banchero. Obviously, another Duke player. I got 3 Duke players in the top 10 prospects. Supposed to go to the Houston Rockets, number 3 overall. I think this would also be another good pick for the Rockets. A good guard. He can be a small... he's a guard, but then again, he can be a small forward, which is really versatile. Just like Johnny Davis. Yep. But I think Jabari Smith or Banchero would be a really good addition for the Rockets. I think Jabari Smith a little bit more just for the Rockets. But I think Banchero is better on talent. But for the team that they're expecting him to go to, I think that Jabari Smith would be a better fit for the Rockets. I think Banchero should go to the Thunder, personally. And obviously, that's what the mock draft says. No. Mock draft says Chet Holmgren is going to the Thunder, which is a good segue into number one. I think the number one prospect in the draft should be Chet Holmgren. From Gonzaga, senior from Gonzaga, 7 foot, going to Oklahoma City Thunder, number 2 overall, or that's what the mock draft says. I think the Magic should go for Holmgren. They don't have any big men besides Franz Wagner or whatever from Michigan and Mo Bamba. And Bamba definitely reached the end of his Magic career, I think. Maybe for another team, maybe he could be a better fit, but I don't think not for the Magic. But I think that Chet Holmgren is a really good fit for the Magic that I think could get rid of their kind of, because they are not very good on the glass at all, especially if you're playing against a tall team. They can just not, because Jalen Suggs never gets in there and fights for the ball. Cole Anthony doesn't fight for the ball. Well, he's always injured. He's half the time he's injured, Cole Anthony. But I think Chet Holmgren, he's never injured. He's not really injury prone, which is good. He's a really good, obviously, if you're 7 foot, you're good at basketball, I think. And I think you're just going to crash there. He can just crash the glass all day. And I think that definitely help. Honestly, for any team on this list, Holmgren, or for any team in the league, he can help. But I think the Magic or the Thunder or the Rockets are best. Like top 3, definitely going top 3. I think personally he'd be the best fit for the Magic or the Rockets. I don't know if the Thunder need him as much, but I think the Rockets or the Magic, I think he would definitely be a really good fit, and I think he could definitely be an all-star. I think he will be an all-star anywhere, but I think he can be definitely a starting in the all-star game. But yeah, that is going to be the end of the video, guys. And again, I'm sorry. Once this video comes out, you already know what's going to happen in the draft, but I'm just filming this on Wednesday. I'm probably not going to put that in the title, but, so yeah. And I forgot to tell you, I have a little announcement to make. You guys are probably wondering, L Studios has only edited 1 podcast for us in like 2-3 months. That's because right now he's on vacation, for the summer, and he needs a break. He's still editing our shorts, but, we have shorts, that have already been filmed, and shorts that have already been filmed, and I think you guys are going to like this next short coming up this week. Hopefully, he gets it to us in time. If you're watching this, L Studios, can you get it to us in time? Maybe you already sent it to me, by the time this video is uploaded, but hopefully that happens. But obviously, I have a video that is set just in case he doesn't finishes it, but it's not in short format, the one that I have planned. But hopefully, I think you guys are going to really enjoy the one that he has, that we have planned. We already filmed it and everything, so I think you guys are going to really enjoy it. But yeah, that's the announcement, and that's the podcast for the day, or for this week. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and see ya.